Alright guys, what is up? It's Mark aka BrawlerMark. Welcome back. Today we're going to go into another top 5 characters video. I know you guys really enjoyed the last one, so I'm going to be placing another one. I've made it to Master League, and I guess recently before when I first made it, I was probably a little bit lower. I wasn't that low, but I was a bit lower, and I guess now I see different team comps and different setups, so I guess now I do have slightly different opinions on who is my top 5 best characters, so we're gonna go into it right now. Begin to show. Coming at number 5, we have Fernando. Honestly, he did get a little bit of a nerf a while back, I think, but he's still just a really strong front line. His damage is very high. People don't really want to come in close when you're playing with him, and if they stay at a distance, he does have that massive shield to hold them back. And he also, of course, as pros will know, the flank Nando. He has flanking abilities because he could rush quickly with his charge move and come in and get fast kills that way and finish off people who need to be finished off. So for that reason, I'll put him at number 5. He's really strong, very good, useful in many situations. And I think that he is a front line that is useful in basically almost every situation. Like I don't think there's really a team setup where you don't want the Fernando on your team. And just going invincible is really good for the team fights, that you could just drop that and make your team invincible just for a few seconds. So for that reason, he's number 5. Coming in at number 4, we have Cassie. Cassie has just always been a really strong character in this game, because she has her ult placed together with her second ability is pretty much a guaranteed kill on any character, and anyone rushing in to try to help them out will also take the splash damage from her second ability. There is also, some people won't want to admit this, but I feel like there's a bit of auto aim on her second ability too, so you don't really need to have that much skill. And there's obviously auto aim on her ult, that's instant stun. A good way to counter her is always to get up your I can't remember what it's called, but pretty much to bring down how long her stun will hold you for, because sometimes you'll have the chance to get away from it if someone else is giving her a little bit of pressure. But she always has decent damage. She pretty much can take out one person, and in a team fight that means a lot, because then you make it a 5v4 automatically just by yourself, and then if someone else on your team can take out someone, it brings it down to 3v5, and it just keeps getting more of a landslide for your opponent's team. For that reason, I'll put Cassie at number 4. She's also just a good character. If you're new to the game and there isn't a character that you feels like, wow, I love this character and this is who I always want to use, Cassie's a good person to pick up, because if you can learn her really fast, you can pretty much just use her straight into like Grandmaster and you'd have no problems, because she's useful on pretty much any team. And for that reason, I'm going to put her at number 4. She's just a really good splash roll character. Good for almost every team setup. At number 3, we are going to have Skye. I think Skye's just always been a good character, and with Skye, pretty much they've never really done anything to deal with the things that make her very annoying. She has 2 moves that turn her invisible, and a lot of times, like, you can combo them a lot. Like her stealth, you'll go into stealth, you'll sneak up behind someone, most likely a Kinessa, because she's like probably, I would say, the best out to Kinessa. And you go up, you take her out, then you drop the smoke cloud and you can run a little bit, and because the smoke cloud stays for a while, you can actually get even a few hits in and then jump back into it and turn invisible again and then escape out of the battle. And pretty much she's just hard to deal with, hard to counter too, because she's invisible for 90% of the match, and her ultimate sticks and it does an explosion radius, and a lot of teammates, unless they're really like good at dealing with Skye, they won't know to like move out of the way of the rest of their team and to like try to split up. And even if they did know that, the fact that you split them up gives you more of a chance to single out individual characters for you and your teammates. So for that reason, I'm gonna have Skye at number 3. She's just always been really good and a very strong character in my opinion, and that is the character that I use the most personally. At number 2, we do have Buck. And everyone knows, if you've made it really far into this game, you know how annoying Buck is. Buck is just super annoying. Some would say his damage is crazy, his damage is insane, his damage is just buck wild. I don't know what's up with this character. He's just very annoying to deal with. He has a self-heal, and I just think he did get nerfed recently, and I guess this will more be of a top 5 before Inara, but before that, like I haven't really faced him that much since the nerf that he just had, but I don't think it'll make that much difference. He's just a very annoying character. He can take you out very easily, and if you ever do let him get really high in with his talents, he starts getting some outrageous critical damage. Look at that, critical damage increased 200%, and you could even just raise basic attack damage if you weren't really into hoping for criticals. But he just does too much damage. And he can also just camp at your spawn and sit in grass and wait for your teammates to be spawned back and take them out. And he always has the opportunity to just jump out of a fight if it's too much for him to deal with, or jump into a fight if he just wants to come and dominate. So for that reason, he's going to be at number 2. He's really strong, very annoying to deal with. And I think for that reason, he should be up here in the ranks. Coming in at number 1, we have Maeve. I did have her as probably one of my worst characters on my worst characters list, and it wasn't because she's bad. I just think that she has a very high skill cap, and for that reason, I guess that's why I had her there. But to be honest, she is just very annoying to deal with, and she is very tough to battle against. She plays slightly like a damage character where she could hit you from super far, but she also has flanking abilities because she is a flank, and she has so much mobility, and mobility is pretty much the key to being really annoying in this game. And she also does, they did nerf it a bit. She has midnight where she could just darken the screen and pretty much make so your whole team can't see, and in team fights that gets very dangerous, especially when it comes to holding a point. If you have it and they're coming in, all 5 of them for the team fight, and she just knocks out your vision, it does a lot. I think they nerfed it by 1 second, but I don't think it'll make a difference. She does really high damage, and her critical rate gets really high too, I'm pretty sure. Let's see. Yeah, critical damage increased to 200% at level 3, which is very annoying. It's just so early in the game, it's so hard to deal with, and this move is just pounce. It comes back too fast, and it's just very annoying because it can just keep knocking you and slowing down your characters, but also gives her the chance to stay back and still get her pokes in. I would say if you're new to the game and you don't really know, Prowl isn't the best move for attacking, but it's just a really good move to get your mobility up, just to, if you have to escape or to run in anywhere. So that's more how you would use that move, just for momentum and getting around the field. And she also does have some of the best skins in the game. Like, look at this cyberpunk skin, and even this skin, just really cool. But I would say, yeah, she's gonna be my number 1 character. Tell me what you guys think below. Who do you guys think are your top 5? You don't have to agree with this video, it is just opinion. But these are my top 5 characters, and I hope you guys enjoy this video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.